compromise strategy, which in the literature we call incomplete Cholesky factorization. Now what does that mean? What it means is, you say P equal to A. That is very good quality, remember? Very good quality, but it's too expensive. So now we say the compromise, and we say P approximately, not exactly equal to A. Remember, P equal to A is not good. P equal to identity, it is not good also. So somewhere in between, compromise is better. So what we want is the compromise strategy, which we call incomplete. That means we say P approximately equal to A, not exactly to A. Now, I need just 10 more minutes, just give it to me, okay? 10 more minutes. So how do you get this guy? For that, I need to go back to page 193. Do you have it here? Okay. Yeah. Now I just need 10 more minutes, and then hopefully 10 more minutes, and then after that you have a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good page. That's good. That's right. Right there. Do you remember this story? You remember this story talk last time? In the beginning, you have 6 fill-in non-zero when you do factorize it. Now, when you do the matrix, Professor V.D. Kumar reordering, you can transform this matrix into the new matrix here. Right? Now, remember, from the old matrix to the new matrix, the number of non-zero is the same. Except in this case, you have only one non-zero fill-in extra, remember? So, by looking at this example, you must get some idea. The non-zero location, is it important or not? The non-zero location of a matrix A, do you think is important or not important? Very important. Why? Because you take a look. Take a look at this example. In the beginning, how many non-zero do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diagonal non-zero, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't count the fill-in. You have 12 non-zero. Now, if the 12 non-zero at those locations, what happened? You have a lot of fill-in non-zero. You agree? But if those 12 non-zero, those 6 number here and those 6 number there, they are in a different location. Like, for example, like you are in here. You see? You still have 12 non-zero, right? But in a different location. Now you have less fill-in term. So, right there, it means what? It means the number of non-zero is important. How many? How many non-zero is important. But it is also important, the location. The location, the non-zero is important. Okay? So based on that, let me go back to this compromise idea. Oh, when I give you the matrix A, do you agree with me? This is the story. Now, if you apply Cholesky directly to here, what we say is we have the so-called complete Cholesky factorization. Complete Cholesky factorization. That means what? That means if you apply the Cholesky here completely, you will get 6 fill-in non-zero. Do you understand? But suppose I say, now I don't want to do complete Cholesky because complete Cholesky is very expensive. Suppose now I say incomplete Cholesky. That means what? That means I will not do 100% Cholesky. I just do approximate Cholesky factorization. What is the benefit? The benefit is you can control how many fill-in terms you want to introduce. Let me give you an example so that you can do research. Can you answer me? In the beginning, matrix, how many non-zero do you have? 12, right? Okay. If you do the complete Cholesky, 100% correct, complete Cholesky, how many fill-in terms you have? 6. And therefore, that means you have 12 plus 6 extra. Now, the 12 non-zero that you have from the beginning, you have no control. You have no control. You agree? But how many fill-in terms you can control? Because if you can apply matrix reordering, Professor V. Kumar, then you can make the number of fill-in terms less. That means the number of zero that you have from the beginning, you have no control. It's just like when you were born. If you are tall, you are tall. If you are short, you are short. You have no control. The only thing you can control is your health. You eat correctly, right? The same thing here. If you have 12 non-zero, no matter what, this or another picture, you still have 12 non-zero. The only thing you can control is how many fill-in terms you have, all right? So, when I talk about incomplete Cholesky, by the way, after this lecture, if you Google search, you say incomplete Cholesky, they will have a lot of articles, a lot of research paper. Incomplete Cholesky means you decide from the beginning how many fill-in terms you are willing to have. For example, let's say you say, I only want to have 2 fill-in terms, right? Or this lady, she said, I want to do the incomplete Cholesky such that I only have 3 fill-in terms. That's all. You understand? You can control. Now, let's say suppose this lady, she said, I want to do incomplete Cholesky with 3 fill-in terms only. All right? You understand? Yes. Suppose the lady said, I want to have 3 fill-in terms only because I want to do incomplete Cholesky. The question becomes, which fill-in term? Do you understand? Because you have a lot of choice. Will it be these 3? Or will it be these 3? Or it will be these 3? You have a lot of choice. You agree with me? Now, let me go back to ask you one more question. Suppose you want to do the so-called complete Cholesky. Do you have any problem to find out the factorized matrix U? If you want to do complete Cholesky, 100% Cholesky, do you have any problem to find out Uij complete Cholesky? No problem, right? Remember equation 4 help you to find out the diagonal term, and equation 5 will help you to find out the off-diagonal term, right? So if you want to do a complete Cholesky, you can use equation 4 or equation 5 to compute either the diagonal term or the off-diagonal term. You agree? Now, let's go to this lady. Suppose the lady said, I want to have 3 fill-in terms only 3. And let's say she said, these are those 3 guys. Okay? Now, I ask you, what does that mean about these 3 guys? That means those 3 guys, 0 remain 0. Do you agree? Because she only wants to have 3 fill-in terms. And suppose the lady said, I want to have only these 3 fill-in terms. Which means this F, and this F remain 0. Alright? So now the question is, can you find out U of row 3, column 4? Of course, the answer is yes. You still apply equation 5. Do you understand? How can you find this guy? U, row 3, column 5. You apply equation 5. How do you find out this guy? U, row 4, column 5. You apply equation 5. Do you understand? Oh, how about this guy? How do you find out U, row 2, column 3? You apply equation 5 again. You understand? And how do you apply that? How do you find out this guy? U, row 2, column 2. You will apply equation 4. So my point is this. This is the conclusion. If you want to do the so-called complete Cholesky, you just apply equation 4 or equation 5, depending on you want to find diagonal or off diagonal. If you want to do the so-called incomplete Cholesky, then you have to decide two things. How many fill-in terms you are willing to have. And you have to decide what are the best locations. You know why? Because if suppose she say I want to have these 3 fill-in terms, okay? So of course, then her P inverse will be similar to A inverse. Well, or what I mean is, inverse is like a factorization, you know? Okay? So, if she used 3 fill-in terms and the location is here, according to DeWitt, she can come up with the precondition matrix here. By the way, how do you get this guy? This guy is just equal to the factorization of A, of the matrix A, with only 3 fill-in terms at the location that she selects. But let's say Dr. Đỗ Ngọc Anh, he said, I want to have 3 fill-in terms but in a different location. One is here, one is here, one is there. Then he will come up with a different precondition matrix B. You agree with me? One of them may be good, the other one may not be good. So now the research topic is like this. I hope you can do the Google search and you are searching for the keyword which is called like precondition matrix or precondition algorithm. And also the keyword is incomplete Cholesky. Now, in the literature, a lot of researchers already try a lot of different ways to come up with the precondition matrix, including the incomplete Cholesky like I just described to you. Okay? Now, what I hope is you read those things, you understand, and then you can come up with another idea, your idea. Now remember, when you come up with the idea, even though in the USA, your idea doesn't have to be big idea, shaking the ground, doesn't have to be like that. As long as you show some improvement, that is good enough. You understand? So this is one of the topics that I will suggest for you until May next year you can do. Now, one thing for sure is this. I understand each of you have a different capability. Each of you have a different background. So maybe some of you may feel very comfortable with this topic. If that is the case, it's good. Working on it. You have like almost a year to work from now until May next year. Now, for those of you who do not like this topic for whatever reason, well, don't worry. When I go back to the US, I will keep teaching more and more material, right? And then I will suggest more topics. However, I want to be very honest with you. In this course, I think it is not easy to come up with a new topic idea because finite element is a very well mature, well developed already. Most people already try this, try that. So if you are lucky, maybe you can talk to your friend who maybe apply math in the math department, maybe in HUMG or maybe at the, I don't know, the Vietnam Academy of Science Technology. You have some friends there. Try to work with those ones and try to come up with the good precondition matrix. Now, what I have interest is solving unsymmetrical. Do you understand? Unsymmetrical. I don't pay attention about symmetrical much. And the reason, you know why? Because if you come up with a good precondition matrix for unsymmetrical, that idea also works for symmetrical too. Right? Because symmetrical is like a special case. Right? So in the USA, I know for a fact, we still have a great demand to come up with a good precondition matrix for solving unsymmetrical system. Okay, so that is one good topic. Now remember, for 20 years, NASA, Langley, they give me about my group $2.5 million US just to do AX equal to B. Just to do A equal to B. Symmetrical, unsymmetrical, positive, negative, blah, blah, a lot of things. If you can get a P, a good P, then we are in very good shape. You can write a paper for publication, you can write the joint proposal, and if you get a good result, I can also write a proposal on the US side too. And if I got the money, of course I will share with you, because your idea, I have to depend on you. Is that right? That's the idea. But I want to be fair. A lot of you say, hey, I spend time with Duc Nguyen, but when you write a proposal to ask for Vietnam government for the research money, there's no guarantee you will get it. You agree? So you may say, in that case, then your time will be wasted. Well, I say it's not wasted, because if you do a good job, no matter you'll get a publication or not, no matter you write a proposal, get the money or not, at least I can give you the award, $100 or $200 US, which is like a few million Vietnamese dollars, just to appreciate the time that you spend to do. But in addition to that, of course, we can do more collaboration work in the future if you get some good result and you can share. You understand? So if I can get a good result, I'll share with you. You get some good result, we'll share. You share with me. We write joint proposal together. Now, in the next course, I can have a lot more research idea. A lot more. So if you don't do this topic, don't worry. I will suggest more topic in the future. Okay? That's all I have for now. Oh, the only thing, final comment is, when I go back to the US, I think I already discussed with Dr. Do Ngọc Anh, because the timing is not convenient. Because 3:30 right now, I have to teach at 3:30 in the morning. Okay? So because of that, my university starts at 8 a.m., which means here will be either 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., one of the things. But I'm willing to teach at 7 a.m. so that way you will not be too late. Okay, so I'm willing to teach at 7 a.m. Virginia time, which means what? Maybe 7 p.m. here. But then usually we teach 2 meetings a week, but that will be inconvenient for you. So perhaps I can combine, instead of giving 2 lectures per week, each lecture 75 minutes. I will give only 1 meeting per week, but each lecture may be 2 hours, 30 minutes or something like that. All right? Is there any particular day that most of you here prefer? But you can tell me that, right? And do me a favor, please make sure that every one of you here is on the mailing list, because whatever the communication about the course, I will inform you through the email. I'll make sure that you have an email to that one. And I will coordinate with Dr. Ngọc Anh and Dr. Thành here to come up with a specific date. But at least we know 1 time a week, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Okay? Okay.
Cảm ơn thầy rất nhiều. Thì có thể nói là thầy đã vượt qua nửa vòng trái đất, nửa vòng trái đất để đây cung cấp cho viên của lớp những bài giảng thực sự là rất là thú vị, và đặc biệt là cái quan trọng hơn tức là thầy đã mở ra cho các thành viên của lớp rất nhiều các cái ý tưởng mà có thể là tiếp tục trong công tác nghiên cứu và học tập của bạn sau này. Và mong muốn của thầy cũng như là mong muốn của tất cả chúng ta trong quá trình mà các với thầy là làm sao trên cơ sở nền tảng của cái chương trình học này thì chúng ta có nhiều cái mối liên hệ hợp tác nữa, tiếp tục là các nghiên cứu mà có thể thầy cũng giúp đỡ như các bạn chúng ta trên cơ sở đó thì chúng ta tự là đào tạo và có nhiều cái bước tiến dựa trong.
Thêm một chuyện nữa là thật sự ra, please call me because we can talk over like Skype, right, on Viber for free. So any question you can call me too. Thoải mái, tại vì không có gì phiền hà hết. Okay.
Lớp cảm ơn thầy rất nhiều. Có lẽ là lớp chụp với các ảnh kỷ niệm với thầy. Trước khi là thầy ngày mai thì chuẩn bị
ngày
vào
mai.
tháng 12 thầy sẽ quay trở lại đây để tiếp tục cung cấp cho chúng ta. Còn về thời gian thì của lớp học như nào trong quá trình mà thầy giảng từ xa thì
Gửi qua email.
các bạn lên đây Tô Hương chụp học này.
Cái này tắt đâu nhỉ?
Đây ạ, anh để em chụp.
Không tắt tắt.
Chay thôi.
Đánh cái nút đấy chụp.
Rồi, mình đến.
Cái nút quay.
Máy này em chuyên dùng em biết rồi.
Thầy đứng
Nút quay từ dưới dưới.
Nếu hai cô gái đứng vào cạnh thầy.